Welcome everyone to a new video series. Lalita Sahasra Nama may be read regularly by many of us. Everyone will have a curiosity to know and understand more about anything. Similarly, if we can understand their meaning and context while reciting hymns and mantras, we will be able to recite them more beautifully. I have had an opportunity to impart the Lalita Sahasra Nama to at least a few people. All of them requested that it would have been better if I explained the meaning. That is why I thought of starting a video series like this. The meaning and context of Lalita Sahasra Nama cannot be contained in one or two videos. But I shall try to describe the meaning and context of each verse as simply as possible. First of all, shouldn't we know how did the Lalita Sahasranamam come about? We get the Lalita Sahasranamam in the form of a dialogue between Hayagriva and Agastya Maharshi from the Uttarakhanda of Brahmanda Purana, one of the 18 Puranas. In a conversation between Hayagrivan, an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, and Agastya Maharshi, Hayagrivan teaches the Lalita Sahasranamam in the form of answering a question from the sage. Lalita Sahasranamam is said to be Sarvabhishtadayakam, that is, one fulfills all the wishes. Lalita Sahasranamam is the description and epithet of Lalita Tripura Sundari through her 1,000 names. Lord Indra and the other Devas performed a yajna invoking Devi to save them from the troubles of Bhandasura. Lalita Sahasranamam describes the goddess Chaitanya emerged from the Agnikund in that yajna. Sri Lalita Sahasranama Stotram is divided into three chapters, namely Upakramam, that is Purva Bhagam, Sahasranamam, and Phalashruti. Of these three chapters, only the second chapter, Sahasranamam, is usually recited. However, the practice of reciting all the three chapters in order is accepted by the Sampradayikas as Sri Lalita Sahasranama Stotra recitation. Therefore, the proper way to recite the Sri Lalita Sahasranama Stotram, named as Rahasyanama Sahasragam, is to recite the other two chapters for completeness of the Stotra recital. I am doing these videos based on the book prepared by Sri KA Subrahmanya Iyer. Let us understand each name and its meaning and context and learn the Lalita Sahasranama. May the goddess bless us. Sindhurarunavigraham Trinayanam Manikya-maulispurat-taranayaka-shekharam Smitamukhim-apina-vakshoruham Panibhyamaliपूर्णरत्नचषकं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतीं सौम्यां रत्नखडस्थरक्तचरणां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकाम् ध्यायेत् पद्मासनस्थां विकसितवदनां पद्मपत्रायदाक्षीं हेमाभां पीतवस्त्रां करकलितलसत् हेमपद्मां वराङ्गीम् सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सततमभेदां भक्तनम्रां भवानीं श्रीविद्यां शान्तमूर्तिं सकलसुरनुदां सर्वसम्पत्प्रदात्रीम् सकुङ्कुमविलेपनामलिकचुम्बिकस्तूरिकां समन्दहसिदेक्षणां सशरचापपाशाङ्कुशाम् अशेषजनमोहिनीमरुणमाल्यभूषाम्बरां जपाकुसुमभासुरां जपविधौ स्मरेदम्बिकाम् अरुणां करुणातरङ्गिताक्षीं धृतपाशाङ्कुशपुष्पबाणचापाम् अणिमादिभिरावृतां मयूखैः अहमित्येव विभावये भवानीम्. The first verse. Om Srimata Sri Maharajni Srimatsimhasaneshwari Chidagnikunda Sambhuda Devakarya Samudyata. This sloka refers to the goddess Chaitanya emerging from the Yagakund. Om is the Pranava mantra representing the Trinity. Starting with Om before chanting any sloka or mantra is considered equivalent to meditating on the Trinity. The word Sri. It is common to pronounce everything sacred with Sri. The word Sri has many meanings like Lakshmi, Saraswati, etc. Now the word Mata. The word Mata means mother, the biological mother. Sri Mata can be understood as the most auspicious mother. In this verse, Sri Mata does not refer to Rudrani, the wife of Rudra. Rudrani is also equivalent to goddess Lakshmi and Saraswati. Therefore, Sri Mata should be considered as Sri's mother. Therefore, Sri Mata should be understood as the mother of Lakshmi and Saraswati. Sri Maharajni can be said to mean the queen who rules all queens. Queen also means wife of a king. Queen can also be said to mean the one who rules a kingdom. Raja Rajeshwari, who rules this entire universe, is referred to here by the term Sri Maharajni. The word Mata represents Srishti or creation, and the word Maharajni represents Sthiti or permanence. Srimad Simhasaneshwari can be said to have many meanings, such as one sits on auspicious Rajasana, one keeps lion as their mount or vehicle. The kings of India used to rule their kingdom by sitting on a tall and beautiful seat, having four legs with the figures of a lion, the king of animals. That is why the throne is called Simhasana. Also, Devi killed Mahishasura by using a lion as her mount and became famous as Mahishasura Mardini and Simhasaneshwari. Now the next word, Chidagni Kunda Sambhuta. It refers to the Chaitanyam that manifested from the Agni Kundam or Yaga Kundam, which symbolizes wisdom. The word Sambhuta means that which has happened or that which has manifested. It refers to the goddess in the form of Chaitanya. It refers to the goddess Chaitanya who appeared blissfully happy before the Devas when Indra and the Devas burnt pieces of flesh cut from their bodies as Homa material in a magnificent Agnikunda built by Indra, who could not bear the atrocities of Bhandasura. Devakarya Samudyata means she who arose for the cause of the Devas, who arose for destruction of the enemies of the Devas. Now the second verse. Udyatphanu Sahasrabha Chadurbahu Samanvita Ragaswarupa Pashatya Krodhakarangushodjvala. The word Udyatphanu Sahasrabha. It means that she is the one having the brightness of thousands of suns rising together. Chaturbahu Samanvita. The goddess is said to be having four hands. Ragaswarupa Pashatya. One who holds a rope in her hand that symbolizes the desires, that is Ragam. The goddess is said to be holding the two ends of a rope together in her lower left hand. The goddess conducts the upasana of her devotees through the rope, which represents the Raga. Krodha Karangushodjvala, meaning one who wears Ankusha, a rod with a hook, symbolizing hatred, and stands magnificent with a bright appearance. In the lower right hand, the goddess is wearing a rod with a hook that controls an elephant. Pasha and Ankusha, the hook, represent Raga and Dvesha. Now the third verse. Manorupekshu kodanda panjatanmatra sayaka nijaruna prabhapura majjad brahmanda mandala. Manorupekshu kodanda. It means she who wears the sugarcane bow that represents our mind. In her left hand, the goddess carries a sugarcane as a symbol of our mind. The nature of sugarcane is pure sweetness, isn't it? But the sugarcane is thick-skinned with occasional stalks. This clearly shows that Devi is very tender towards her devotees but hard-hearted towards heretics. Panchatanmatra Sayaka. Sayagam means sharam or arrow. It means the goddess is holding the five elemental Panchabhutas, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala and Bhumi in her upper right hand. Nijaruna Prabhavura Majjat Brahmanda Mandala. Devi is one where the Brahmanda Mandala is bathed in her own red effulgence. In essence, the entire universe appears red with the light of the Devi. Fourth verse. Chambakashoga Punnaga Saugandhigala Satkaja Kuruvinda Manishreni Kanal Kodira Mandita. Chambakashoga Punnaga Saugandhiga Lasatkaja. Here it is described about the hair of Devi, which is shining with the flowers of Champak, Ashoka, Punnaga and Saugandhika. The word Lasat means to shine. Kacha means hair. The description of the adornment of the Devi's hair is made here. Kuruvinda Manishreni Kanal Kodira Mandida. Kodiram means a special type of crown. Kuruvindam means Padmaragam, Manikyam or ruby. Mandida means decorated. That means Devi is one who is adorned with a crown shining with a cluster of mighty Padmaraga beads. This describes the crown worn on the head of Devi. Now the fifth verse. Ashtami Chandra Vipraja Dalikasthala Shobhita Mukha Chandra Kalangabha Mriganapi Visheshaka. Ashtami Chandra Vipraja Dalikasthala Shobhita. Vipraja means to shine. Dalikasthalam also means forehead. These slokas describe the appearance and form of the goddess emerging from the Yagakund. Here, the forehead is depicted after the hair and the crown. In this sloka, the goddess is described as having a particularly bright forehead, like the moon on the Ashtami Tithi of Shukla Paksha. Mukha Chandra Kalangabha Mriganapi Visheshaka. The face of the goddess is compared to the shining moon. It means that the goddess shines with a taint of kasturi or musk on her face. The black spots seen on the moon are compared to the musk tilak worn on the forehead of the goddess. Now we have understood how the goddess is described in verses 1 to 5, or what is the meaning of these verses. Let us recite those verses once and repeat them with you, or recite them and learn them at your own convenience. Om Shri Mata Shri Maharajni Srimat Simhasaneshwari Chidagni Kunda Sambhuda Devakarya Samudyata Udyatphanu Sahasrabha Chadurbahu Samanvita Ragaswarupa Pashatya Krodhakarangushodjvala Manorupekshu Kodanda Panchatanmatra Sayaka Nijaruna Prabhapura Majjad Brahmanda Mandala Chambakashoga Punnaga Saugandhigala Satkaja Kuruvinda Manishreni Kanal Kodira Mandita Ashtami Chandra Vipraja Dalikasthala Shobhita Mukha Chandra Kalangabha Mriganapi Visheshaka. Now let us understand the next 5 verses through the next video.